Here we are. Welcome to Personal Light Language Channeled Messages with JJ of Tutah Speaks, Karen of Starseed Awakening 1111. I'm TarotStache. Hello. And I believe we already have some of the best chatters present.
Mm-hmm.
As they are, so we're very fortunate with that. And so how are the two of you?
Go ahead, Karen.
I didn't
We're like
sort of went
me.
No.
I'm talking about me.
Well, first of all, I just want to say we do have the coolest hats on. But I am doing really good. I had a really, really nice, relaxing weekend, and Thanksgiving was good, and so lots of things to be thankful for. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
JJ?
I'm a little, my energy's a little down, but I kind of like that when I do readings. Kind of knocks me down, my anxiety down a little bit. But yeah, I'm a little sad. I have a friend who is healing from a heart attack. And yeah, so that happened yesterday. So
Wow.
Yeah. But something really cool happened today on my live stream. They went through and they did this as if an angel was standing behind us. And we were able to align our chakras with the angel energy, like with their chakras. It was really cool. I've never done that before. So Tutah's pulling out some cool stuff.
As Tutah does.
Yeah.
And so, wow. Okay, so we have some great chatters here, some of the best chatters. We're going to go through and we're going to talk. JJ brought something up just before we went live, and we'd like to talk about that. And so pause for a minute before you start asking questions, and then we will do as many readings as we can. We will try to do as many personal light language channeled messages as we can by the top of the hour. So Leah is here. Leah, good to see you. Annie Bear, Kaylee, Fogo Pogo, and Aaron Doyle, Stephanie, Samantha, Eliza, and Jamie, Wandering Mountain Barty Path. I have to put this up there. Oh, look, you did it. You did it.
I know. It happened to me by accident today. I'm like, and I have this chakra right here.
I have this chakra right here too.
It must be the update. I updated my iMac and it's like.
That's it. That's it. So, Scorpio.
I'm still doing nothing. So.
Oh, that makes me sad. Scorpio Mama is here. Sal Rods is here. Wiki, Elizabeth or Eliza, and see, we are. You all are adorable, and it's adorable. Not, I mean, you know,
it's not adorkable.
Well, it can be adorkable. Sometimes that's very appropriate. So, Wayne Rich is here. Hello, Wayne. And just getting caught up in the chat because I probably have missed a few people. I did see Quilting Babes, Suzanne, MLR. I did see Ramon, Moon Scarab. And Salrod said, me too, JJ. Today's the anniversary of my mom's passing.
Yeah. I'm so... it actually makes me feel good to know someone else out there is feeling it. So thank you, Sal.
Yeah. And we do have a full moon tomorrow.
And
I am and Wayne is doing all of the things, going over to all three channels because everybody This is being simulcast on multiple channels, so you won't see all the chat. We will see all the chat. So Gigi here, Robin Smith, and Imagine Brenda T. Hello. Good to see you. And Rossi is here.
Hi, Rossi.
So, all right. So, yeah, hit the like, everybody. And I know I missed some people as I was moving around through some things. So, here it is.
JJ, when you talk about what you're going to talk about before we get started, are we going to blow that out?
Let's do that.
Okay.
I'd really like that. Hopefully I don't explode. But something I've been feeling lately, and then it was validated by the community today that some of them are feeling the same way, is that there's this like built up pressure. I almost feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin, and it's in front of the heart space, in the heart space, behind the heart space. And some of you from the community mentioned that today. So why don't you guys say what you came up with?
Well, I think part of it is because there's been so much in the last month, 6-8 weeks. People have been having a lot of energy build up, and through the equinoxes and the energy shifts, and part of what needs to happen is the energy needs to come out through the front and the back, just to actually so it can clean everything out. It has to literally blow everything out so that more space can be there. Something can fill that space. So,
and I was saying that I was glad Gerald kind of explained that, because this weekend I was just watching TV and my light language turned on. And so I was doing the light language as I was watching TV, and it was very, very odd, because even though I was in a really happy space, I found myself, like, the language was literally blowing out all of the gray that had been stuck there, just old stuff. And it felt like it was blowing it from out both directions. And so it was nice to have that explanation of why this randomly just went bam. So so we're going to do that.
Yay. Yeah. And I'm going to enjoy that, Karen. Thank you for facilitating it.
Oh, well, it's me.
And you too, Gerald.
Glad to help. Yeah. Rossi shared the third blue light wave was sent yesterday. So
I don't know much about that, but I'd like to learn more, Rossi.
Gerald, I was in a Zoom meeting with a dear friend, and I described it, saw layers of pieces like you described. Yep. So, Sharon Sipe is here, and Eliza said Neptune direct on the 6th. So, all right. So, are you going to lead us with this, and then we'll?
I guess.
I think it's well, it's probably all of us, Gerald. But what do you think? I think it might be. I think it's you. You're it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Wait a minute.
You're it.
Rock, paper, Chinese scissors.
Okay, wait. Let me find my other one.
I have little fingers in general, so I'll just hold up my own fingers.
Wow. Okay, so you're wanting me to do this?
I think so. Yeah, that's what they say.
Thank you for your continued support, everybody. Because as JJ puts me on the spot, and Gerald goes, "What?
What?
All right."
What did she
so
say?
She put me on the spot.
It's all you, but I'll be doing my thing too. I think I'll mute myself.
Doing my thing too.
Okay, so everybody's muting, and so that's just me. So here's what okay, so everybody take a couple of deep breaths, and I'm gonna, if you can do this safely, we're gonna do a bit of a breathing exercise, and want you to, I breathe in, I breathe out, I am within, I am without, I breathe in, I breathe out, I am within, I am without. I breathe in. I breathe out. I am within. I am without. Feel your body. Feel your center. Because I'm seeing everybody's heart chakras, front and the back, in all different dimensions. I'm seeing them flexing, moving in and out, large and small, because they've been stuck. And as you continue to breathe, allow your breath to push out in the front and the back all of the detritus that's left over.
Sorry, Gerald, I have to go.
Keep going.
Okay. If you could imagine a beautiful light filling that space where there might be a hole or a gap or something, just imagine filling this space and just blowing everything out. And the light can turn any color that it needs to. Okay, that's all they want to say.
So now the mechanism of opening and closing is clearer. You've actually been able to flex it, clear things out, blow it out in multiple dimensions, and fill that back up with whatever color light works for you. Interesting. My hands are not hurting me, and I don't have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
But did either of you get a visual?
Just physical stuff.
Okay. Anything you want to share?
It's just this day's just really interesting, the coincidences, because someone from the community, Annie Bear, 7F, she shared this photo today, and when she joined the community, she was saying that it was this really, I'll pull it up. It's this pink light, and the message that came through with it was to bring in the 100% divine light into the how did she? Let me just pull it up. I think it was into the tight places. Is that what you said, Penny? Yeah. So it made, when you were saying those words, I'm like, oh gosh, what a day we have.
Mm-hmm. And I think because the visual, I should just own it. The visual I had was like a camera apparatus. What do they call that? That opens and closes.
Oh, the shutter.
The shutter or the
Aperture.
focus, the aperture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
Shutter.
open, and before, I mean, and I got everybody who's watching and who will be watching it, all of their symbols trying to shift at the same time. So when we did that, it was like all of a sudden it started off slow, but by the third one, it really got loud. So yeah, the aperture. So yeah.
This is what Annie saw this morning. I don't know if you can. Okay. There's this pink line that goes down. It's kind of hard to see, but if you go to Annie Bear's, that's her right there, Annie Bear 7F.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? It's not in focus. But yeah.
Yeah,
Really
I
cool
saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I feel better. Thank you.
Oh, good. Amanda Carroll said consciousness looking out and consciousness looking in.
Nice.
So, and Annie said it was a rainbow formation.
Nice.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So, so everybody, thank you for being here. We are doing personal light language channeled messages, and somebody asked a question. It was Sharon O'Brien. What are light language questions?
Oh. Well, one of the questions you could say is, may I have a personal light language channeling message? I mean, you could just say, can I have a message? Mm-hmm. I know my people really like helping if you guys have any physical pain, like bad back, your shoulders hurt, physical stuff, spiritual stuff. I mean, it can pretty much do anything. Yeah.
I'm like, or I will say, or someone that wants to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because literally.
Yeah, and we've been talking about is this 6 or 7 times that we've gotten together to discuss light language?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. I think it's
Jeffrey here.
Jeffrey's on the other side of the camera. Yes, he's.
I'm going to go with 7. What does Jeffrey say?
I'm going to go with.
I'm thinking 7. So, and Annie Bear says of 100. You both are smudging, and
I know. Thank you, Karen.
Jeffrey's got he's lit some candle. He's lit some incense for me. So, okay. So here, let me put this other banner up. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. No readings on politics. Blah blah blah. Just do put your questions in. Wiki, I got you. Karen, Wiki, and Dee is here. Hello, and Scorpio Mama, Stephanie, gotcha. Right now we have 10.
Great.
And I'm going to press pause on those because.
Did you get Wayne's?
Hang on.
Woo, it's like this expansion. Whew.
Yep, gotcha, Wayne. Thank you. Yeah, it's big, isn't it? It's big.
Yeah.
I could do this for a second. Here. This section of the video is brought to you by the word gratitude. Everyone say it with me. Gratitude. Gratitude. The state of being grateful. Thankfulness. I am filled with gratitude when you like, share, and subscribe to our channels. Gratitude. Can't go wrong with gratitude, can you?
Hmm.
And,
Oh, look, you get Fogo Pogo says glitter globe.
here you go, everybody. Stay tuned. Glimmer Globe. Glimmer Globe. You're going to hear about this on my channel this week. I just shot a video, and it's perfectly awesome. So,
Hi, Mickey. Good to see
Mickey's
you.
here. Hi, Mickey. So, and okay, Mars 54. Okay, again, yeah, it's not forced. Gross. Forcing that is awful. An attitude of gratitude, yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. There you go. Okay. Boy, there's Shelly Joe said, JJ, I am moving through the layers. There's so much. It's so rich. Love you and your gifts. Well,
Right back at ya.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Here we go. I'll do this.
Karen's jealous.
I don't know if she's jealous.
I'm getting loves right now.
Oh.
Well, okay, there you go. So, all right. So, let's okay, so I've got like 19 people starred. Let's do what we can.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And so, questions are closed. I'm going to take that off so that we have a little bit more space. Leah said, especially when I hear your languages, but other channelers, I am saying or thinking, what source is going to say next? It's very unusual. I'm like 2 minutes ahead. Do you guys know why? I think when they're connected, well,
It's almost as if you know how like sound travels? It's almost as if you pick up on the energy before there's a sound, like a sound to the language is how I would say it. But yeah, I think you're picking up on the language of energy.
mm-hmm. And energy travels at different, it travels and is received differently for everybody.
Yeah.
It actually sounds pretty normal to me, to be honest with you, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hope that helped, Leah. And Quilting Babe Suzanne said, Leah, I've been having the same happening also, just not quite in advance, more like I'm an interpreter.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
and you know what they're saying, Suzanne, is that they're bringing in the clairs, and I don't know my clairs that well, but it's almost as if there's different ones for like vibration. Yours is, I kind of see yours different than Leah's a little bit. Almost like you get the whole puzzle, whereas some people just get little pieces. You have the Claire puzzle.
Claire puzzle.
you heard it here, Claire puzzle.
Claire puzzle. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Again, everybody, thank you for being here. We're trying to get through as many as we can. And Eliza, I would appreciate help with my neck.
Yes. Wayne says, Claire Thinkians. That's your new word of the day, clairthincience.
There you go.
I didn't see Gerald be I must have missed that. I didn't
Missed something, Annie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't.
Not my
I didn't
intention.
realize. Yeah.
So I do celebrate everybody's advancement.
Yeah.
So my apologies. That's not how I meant it to come across.
Neck. Yeah, they're going down in this area too, Eliza, as well as the neck. So it's almost like it wraps around. Pa shema tia ma pia ma shema wa kya tia. And Tutah is saying, wouldn't it be really neat if there was a way for our words to like come out of our mouth and have this like beautiful feeling of helping release muscles, like muscles that are stuck or joints that need to be adjusted. It's almost as they're showing me these symbols and words, and it comes out in it just comes out and like connects back into our physical body. And it also like taps, it plugs into any of the muscles or any of the body areas that we're working on. So if anybody else here is experiencing pain or arthritis, inflammation, even memory loss, just open up your heart, close your eyes, and the three of us, if everybody wants to participate, just seeing that the body receiving what it needs. What the body is asking for.
I would also add in the feeling of stuck. If you have a feeling of stuck in a joint or a muscle, I mean, that's what we're going to get rid of too, or try to. Go ahead, JJ.
No, it's kind of like what Gerald said before. Like the visualization is like the opening for the, like opening wherever you need an opening. Before it was like an opening in the front and an opening in the back, and there was like this blow through of any residual or gunk, that sort of thing. It's the same thing here, where it's just like just everybody pick up where you can put like a spigot of some sort, or a hose of some sort, and just imagine like the inflammation, the pain, the maybe if it's even somebody who's awkward, anxiety, you can drain anything out right now, if like anything you wish, like your imagination can go wild.
Yeah, I think you said the word flow, and that's a big thing, because things have to flow and move naturally, and when they don't, there's a bottleneck of that energy, and that bottleneck might result in pain. So but yeah, because Eliza said, I've had 5 whiplash accidents and my neck is quite easily shifted while I sleep. Wow.
Sometimes helpers like to come in for those sorts of things, Eliza, and they build scaffolding around energetic scaffolding.
Mm-hmm.
around just to support while you're sleeping. So that would be like a fun, silly thing, yet powerful visualization is just to call your people in.
Yeah.
I have a very persistent, I'm very curious to see who this is going to come out for, but I have a very persistent spirit here. That's the reason I've been so quiet, because at one point this person grabbed a chair and said, okay, I'm just going to sit here and wait my turn. So I'm like, okay, well, you do that. So it's been fun over here.
Anything you want to share with that, or?
Not yet.
Okay. Stay tuned. I think they're set. I just keep getting, the more people pay attention, the more attention that it is given to understanding what is causing the non-flow, the more likely it is to start flowing better, if that makes any sense.
Well, and for me, what I also got for some people, not everybody that has neck issues, but they kept showing me the rear view mirror. And that is always my sign for someone who constantly looks at the past and doesn't look at the future. So it's a feeling of stuck. That's why the stuck came out. And so I would invite you to basically see if that's the case, where you're constantly looking at the past or what you had or all of these things instead of, going forward. So.
Yeah.
Yes, Ellen, the readings are closed. We have like 19.
Yeah. Anything else, JJ?
Yeah, just while we're here in this this beautiful energy of community, just asking that, just asking if it's in our best and highest good to just have our helpers, our angels, our guides, even our soul selves come in and help release any tight muscles, any of the things that are stuck. Seeing inflammation settle down, working on that lower back area where it meets the hip bones, and just seeing that those muscles right there, as soon as we like acknowledge them, just seeing those melting, and then melting a little bit further to just all of those muscles, just not only stretching and breathing, but melting to relaxation.
Wow. I'm going to take a sip of water from that.
That's right, Paisley. Lean back into that angel energy. If the angel is standing behind you, you can lean back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Karen, somebody asked if I'm feeling that grab a chair energy. If I'm sending Karen my apologies.
Oh no, there's literally, Melissa, there is a male spirit sitting right here waiting to talk to somebody. And they're very patient, and they literally are like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit right here. And I'm like, okay.
All right. You do that.
All right. We'll see who you do that.
Yeah. So. And Annie Bear had a moment of Mama Bear. So we're all good. We're all good. So.
Okay, good.
Karen Doyle, any messages from my mom, Ellie?
You're laughing.
Well, because I had to ask him, could he please scoot over? So I realized that the way that it works for me is looking forward is always the where the future is. Okay. Looking, well, it's forward, it's like a pie shape. Just imagine a pie shape. So to my left is things that could happen or things that I'm picking up on with my spirit guides. And then, you know, usually sometimes it can come straight forward, but then to the right is always where people who have passed or have come in. So he's sitting like right there. So I was like, can you scoot over a little bit so I can get a clear line of, so then he literally picked up the chair and scooted over and sat down again. So I'm like, what was did she say mom's name?
Ellie.
Ellie.
I'm just going to say, you know, mom is like going, no, you got this. Things are okay. Keep doing what you're doing. You already have my approval. You don't need to worry about asking for that. You know, and it feels very much like, keep doing what you're doing. It's okay. You're working it. So.
I would agree 100%, Karen. Just, I mean, literally, it's like, you got this. Like, why are you asking them? You know, you got this. So I 100% agree with Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Karen, they're showing me that, do you guys know what like a stick of selenite looks like and how it has like the different little, you know, yeah, but it's like not the soft kind.
Serrations. The serrations.
Yes, that's the word. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys all have the pretty polished ones. This one is, it almost looks like Superman's lair in the crystal cave or whatever. So yeah, I think you said it was striations. And I see, Karen, like when I'm looking at your outline, I see that you're made up of this beautiful, and it could be the selenite energy. But I'm just looking at it, and each little striation also has like this frequency, and it also has it's like a pitch, a frequency, a glow that happens. It's actually quite beautiful. And they're also just reminding me too of when like a waterfall freezes, and how it's just like there's a beauty. There's a beauty in something that's active, but then resting, like when it ices over and it waits. There's a beauty in that. So I'm not sure if you might be in that in-between time of waiting. I know for me, what that means, the in-between time is I get kind of frustrated because I feel like something's coming or I should be doing something. And really that in-between time is just resting for what's coming. And it takes me a little while to figure that out. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on in your life, but that's what they're showing me.
And I would also add, JJ, when you're talking, I literally got her standing into, you know, it's like watching two paths and standing at the crossroad going, okay. And I like the way you said that of just, and they took it away from me, but literally it's almost like you don't need to make a decision. Just stand there for a little bit and it'll come. You'll see which one is the darker one. You will see which one you need to do. So just sit there and stand there for a little bit.
That's so hard.
You said it's so hard.
Can that guy give up his chair for a lady?
The waiting is sublime.
Yeah, but it'll come and you'll see. Because, I mean, literally it was two paths and I just stood there for a while and then one turned really not so good. So you'll see.
Yeah. Kevin is here. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
All right.
And Kelly, I met Kelly in Utah at the Utah retreat. Hi, Kelly.
Oh, nice. Hi, Kelly.
Nice.
Kelly just recently had their first live.
Yay!
The Mystic Next Door.
Very nice. And did Annie Bear also have a first live?
No, Annie Bear's been posting. She does a
Okay.
lot of shorts of poetry and
Yes.
the art. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So, okay. Sal Rods would like. No, wait a minute. Stephanie. Stephanie is up. Stephanie, are you
Okay.
here?
Calling Stephanie. Oh wait, you have the phone, don't you?
Well, of course I have the phone. Would you like me to use it?
Sure.
Well, yeah, we need to.
Stephanie, please pick up the white courtesy phones. Stephanie, it's time for your reading. It's time for your personal light language channeled message.
You know, I think it might have been you too. Oh, there she is. It
Yep.
might have been you too, Gerald. It was the funniest thing to say, like, the only license you have was issued like in the state of Ohio or something. It was like your driver's license. Was it
Yep.
Ohio?
Yes. Yep. That's it. I'm not licensed to do anything other than drive in my state.
Yeah.
So Stephanie would like may I have a message, please?
Oh, I'm glad, Karen. Yeah. I'm glad that you needed that and you got it. That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. And before I get to Stephanie, I'm thinking that a lot of what is being shared in these light language channeled messages are personal for a lot of people watching this, not just the one who asks. So kudos to you for being here and for actually asking the question, because it's really powerful.
Yeah, agreed.
So if I could start, you know, if for those of you that don't know, some spirits talk in analogies. And so Stephanie, you're going to have to really kind of look at what this means to you. They literally had me looking at a countertop filled with something that was spilled. And then it gave me this rush of emotion of, oh my gosh, I spilled it and I made this mistake. And it almost made me, you know, like it was too much. And then it made me almost want to cry. And then all of a sudden this hand came with, you know, the bounty picker, quicker picker upper and slapped the bounty on it. Right. Can you see which guide is with me? It's the comedians with me today.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, bounty, quicker picker upper, and he slaps it down. And so then I got the feeling of just, you need to know that however this fits, it's going to be okay. You know, and then immediately it's like, don't cry over spilt milk. And I'm not sure if you're already going through this or if you're stepping into this. But it's almost like a, you know, so what if the milk got spilt? You know, just now's the time. And I like what you said, Gerald, is because this is going to go for a few people. I can relate to that. I was thinking that was some result of trauma. You know, and I'm glad you just said that because it really is, they keep saying time to fill the cup. And earlier Gerald had said, and I don't know if we were on camera or off camera, of clearing things out. And you said it some way, clearing things out, making room for more. And it's like, so what? You spilt the milk. Now we could put more stuff in the gallon. Yep. And so it is, you know, I always say you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So you can acknowledge that the milk got spilt. And now we can change that. But change it in a positive way, not by flogging yourself and beating yourself up, because that doesn't do you any good. Change it with love and light. So there you go.
Okay, yeah, I think you're supposed to go next.
Just isn't that interesting though? Like sometimes, you know, maybe not even knowing like how to like open up the love and light on something like that, it is almost like we want to hurt ourselves in order to feel or heal, because there's all sorts of ways. And it's really interesting when the choice is hurting oneself, or, sabotaging, something, which I think we all do, in a way, I think. But what I'm feeling, Stephanie, is, okay, good. I wasn't sure if it was just for me. I'm like, I'm receiving all of this, all the messages myself. But what I'm feeling is like the tears in the heart. It's almost that feeling of like when you cry at night and how you feel in the morning. Like that's what the heart space, and like you can see me breathe, and it's like, and it's got that shudder to it. It's as if the weeping and the grieving have been done. But you can't really go out the door right now because it's like, metaphorically, you're in the puffy face zone, where you need to drink, just drink some water, take a bath, take care of yourself. Put your head under the covers if you need to. So that's how the message is coming through, but it's definitely a metaphor. And if anybody out there is, doing the thing where they sabotage, or maybe even like, how you get in an argument with somebody when you really just have other words for them, but the words aren't right. Just give yourself a break, if that happens, because we're all humans living this human experience. And I don't think anybody really knows what perfect is. So give yourselves a break.
Mm-hmm.
Can I jump in really quick to say something, Gerald?
Absolutely.
The whole time, JJ, you're talking, they keep giving me this saying, and hopefully this hits home for a couple of people, because they kept just pointing at certain, pointing, and it's, you only accept the love that you think you deserve. That's it.
Words of wisdom.
Fanthorpe worthy.
I'm just gonna swallow this lapis lazuli. Hold on.
Well, I've just moved. I've mixed up my my stones. So
yeah.
No, and so I would also say we because what I'm seeing is that there's images, or there's symbols for me as I'm thinking about this question, this energy. The symbols are broken, they're shattered, and so now there's this thought of is how do you want to put them together? What is it that you want to create now? So then it shifts that idea of making the space, but making it work for where you are. So
I'm going to be appropriate here. I'm not going to mention the color or anything.
So thank you, Stephanie. I hope that was helpful, or people who are watching. So I'm gonna quickly scan. Okay, I mentioned Sal Rods.
Yes.
Would love a message about the hawks, because earlier on there was she had mentioned that she had seen hawks, and beyond that I have forgotten, because now I'm severely altered.
Okay.
Surprise.
One of my favorite things to think about is when you were talking about like the shattered or the fragmented, it's almost like, yeah, we get to build it back up. And it reminds me of the that Japanese cup theory where, you know, it breaks and I'm sure there's a word for that.
They put
There
gold
is
into it.
Yeah, they put gold in it because it's more valuable that way.
Oh,
Oh,
Teresa said it.
Kintsugi. Yeah.
Teresa, were you typing that even before I said it? I feel like you were.
Teresa might be this video's overachiever. Congratulations. That's
Yay.
love
Do the heart thing. Oh. There you go.
It's not working. Mine's a dud. Sorry,
Then,
Teresa.
Well, here I'll do a general one. There you go. Okay, so
You were. I see. Boom, boom. We were just talking about that telepathy.
okay, so it was a family of Harris hawks.
Harris hawks.
What do hawks represent?
I don't know.
Like that. I don't know.
I got the pack your bags, Sal. They're like helping you move. They're helping you move.
They're also getting a higher perspective. They're offering a higher perspective to see longer range. Annie Bear said communication, messages, clear sight. Yep. Freedom, flight, soaring high. I don't know why I keep doing this.
Maybe you're playing the piano.
Oh, that's funny. We're all moving our fingers. I'm like,
oh, geez. But yeah, that's interesting.
We are doing personal channelings, but it's full. We are full of it.
We're full up. Yeah.
But I recommend you stay around for the entertainment alone, Peacock, Rainbow. But I know that I'm actually getting a lot from these messages myself. So
yeah, and
always a nugget in there for us.
Yeah, some people were talking about needing to go.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie said, I'm going to have to rewind because they lost their internet connection, which is like, isn't that appropriate? What happens? So, and Paisley said, hawks mean patience for them. Hawks symbolize for me. Melissa Thompson said, hawks to me symbolize a higher perspective, heightened ability to perceive. Strength, clear vision.
Yeah, the when I see them coming in, they actually kind of turn into ravens or crows at the same time. So it's almost like the shape-shifting kind of winged ones. But everyone's coming in with like an individual old suitcase. So I'm not sure if this is it's not a physical move. They're like, pack your bags, we're going on a journey. So I think you're going on a hawk journey. I know you've been connecting more and more with the animals. So yeah, you get to go fly high with them and dive deep. I mean, I could keep going.
Is your fellow that's sitting next to you, Karen, actually talking at all? Or is he just still sitting there? Is he strumming his fingers waiting for his chance to talk?
He is. I mean, he's leg crossed and just sitting there patiently waiting. So he's just like, that's it. Just doing it.
Oh, wow. Sally, I'm talking to you soon and doing some readings with you. So maybe it'll come through.
Oh, and you're doing the Akashic records or all your gifts? That's cool.
All my gifts as well as some bonus ones. So there'll be some stuff, stay tuned. 2024 is going to be awesome. So
I was like, she has to wait that long?
no, we're oh geez.
It's coming up, isn't
That's
it?
a long time.
Oh my
Coming right
gosh.
up.
It's a bit unnerving going outside and being screamed at.
Yeah. You might want to connect with them sooner or later before they start throwing things at you.
Geocosmic Valentine, the list is closed, and we're not going to be able to get to everybody because we have amazing people here. And by the way, Beth, Espasia Rising, ask if it's Theo, Karen. Might as well.
Who's Theo?
I think a good friend of theirs.
That doesn't feel right.
And Teresa Ford.
MLR. I'm getting MLR. I don't know.
MLR?
Yeah, I'm getting a yes I on MLR.
I've been here since the beginning, Karen, and I think of that. MLR is here, but
but I'm not, whatever. I don't know about those sorts of things.
I always hate doing these. I always hate doing them blind like this because I don't know if it's someone in the room. MLR, that's
at first I was going through the list and I was using my yes and no eye like I do with my oracle cards, and it went to MLR, but it also gave me the feeling that it's somebody that's not chit-chatting or isn't here yet, but he could give us,
and so that's what
a collective.
because
okay, so
go.
Okay. This gentleman, keep in mind that sometimes they don't represent the way they are here. I feel like he's wearing a suit. This person would have been someone who was more businessy. I get the feeling that he was in business, some sort of business, with the suit and the way that he is, and he is presenting himself very good. But then there was a tenderness and then he closes the door. So that makes me feel like a tenderness behind closed doors. Okay. Anybody, does that resonate with anybody so far? And of course I don't have my glasses on, so
We'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Amanda Carroll asked if it was Ernest, but that was before you started that.
So I don't ever try to pick up names. I just try to get the feeling of the person. This gentleman gives me the feeling of a father and a brother. So I'm thinking he would have had kids, possibly. That doesn't mean his kid is here. I think more, the stronger the brother or someone who would have been like a brother.
Diana Oil Painter said, that sounds like my husband in the other side or on the other side.
Okay. And then I just got ding, 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 ding. So, he was pretty loud about the ding, 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 ding. So Oil Painter. Okay.
And MLR too says that it sounds like the bio dad. Right?
So, and this is what makes it so hard. Yes, no, what? I'm like, yes, no. Be my reader. Yes, no, what? So I don't know why, and this is very odd, that he comes, and I don't know if this is like him being joking, because he comes with a tray of cookies. Something about cookies. Does anybody know what the cookies for?
I would just keep going with him and what he's saying, because there's a lot of people, I think, that are gonna tap into maybe this person.
Okay. So and he said it's very odd, but he's also, I've never had this happen, where he's bringing messages for a few people. So if this fits, I would use it.
Mhm.
So my he wants, this is very blanket and I've never done anything like this, but he wants the whole room to know the proudness. So when a spirit hands me a bouquet of flowers, that's being very proud of where we're at. And then he immediately goes and starts, showing me candles, like each one of us are candles. I really want to say this really is sticking for oil painter right now, as far as he keeps showing me the painting. I mean, he literally,
He was in communications.
And she called, she called him the best chocolate chip cookie I could ever have. That was cute.
Then because he's literally showing me a painting, and so he just keeps pointing to not a specific painting, but I think it was his way of telling me that he was with that's him. Oil painter, however this fits, maybe there's some, he gives me the feeling of some sadness over money. He makes me feel like I didn't leave you good enough, or I didn't take, something like that, like we weren't prepared. However that fits right there. He was very, it seems past tense, that very concerned with money, especially then. And then he literally leans over. I'm watching you sitting in a chair, and it's almost like he leans over to whisper to you and to talk to you. And so he almost, like when he whispers, he gives me tinglings down my neck, and I can feel his breath down my neck. If there's any times that something like that happens, that's him right there. There is an immense love and an immense strength that he sees within you, that you have stepped forward to do the things that were really hard, and that he's very proud of you. And he just gives me this sense of very proud of you for doing it. And, even when you were tripping and things were hard and you had all of this to carry on your shoulders, you still just kept walking. You didn't stop, and he's very proud of you for doing that. And just know that he's always gonna, when a spirit puts their hands on your back, literally like this, that means, I've got your back. I'm watching, I'm taking care of you. And I don't know how this fits, but there's, he has me looking at a very young child, and just watching this child walk. And, he's kind of choppy now, but watching this child walk, and it just gives me the feeling that watching this kid. So, but then he just, like literally like a cartoon, this heart comes out of his body of the love and the affection that he has for you, and to keep trucking and keep going on. So
Diana said, thank you, Karen. Yes, I'm crying, but they are very good cleansing tears.
Yeah, there was a lot of things you were saying that she was validating. Good job, Karen.
Okay.
And Dad, good job.
Yes. And Paisley said, my hands just got really warm. He's a heartwarming soul. I received his grace. Yeah.
He's
Beautiful
got a lot
message.
of patience.
Yeah. Our son, he had trouble being a related dad, a real. Linnea has been watching. Well, Karen's still downloading or having conversation.
We're talking about pepperoni pizza over here.
I was gonna say, I was like, she's tapped into that piece of pie. You really
There
are.
you go. There you go. Okay. Well, we are over an hour. We're not going to get to everybody's personal light language channeled messages, which means we'll probably have to do an 8th session.
And 8 is great because that is the infinity sign.
Yes. And Terry at Holding Your Space is here. Terry is I'm with Terry tomorrow. We're doing readings from beyond historical mediumship.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. I'm not going to tell you who we're doing. I'm not going to tell you. So yes, this has been great.
Well, you shouldn't be blabbing who you're doing. Just kidding. Get it?
Wow. Wow. So anybody need to share anything what they've got coming up on their channel? I mean, I have to say thank you to all of the best chatters. Like and subscribe to all of our channels because there were 65 people watching.
Yay.
Yay.
Terry's guessing Elvis.
No, not this time, but maybe.
Maybe.
So
He's coming in for the blue Christmas that some people might be having. I am doing something exciting with Kevin Lewis, the healing medium. On the 1st, we are going to be doing in the evening animal spirit readings or channelings, just channeling animal wisdom. So we are really excited about that.
Nice.
But yeah, tomorrow I do in the morning. I think it's 9:00 Pacific time. I do Reiki energy and a journey. So if anybody wants to go on a journey, that's where I'll be. Over on Tutah Speaks.
there you go. Yes.
I am doing nothing except for enjoying the new things in my life that have started up and making sure that I give myself and the new things in my life priority because I haven't had that for a while. So yeah, but you'll find me here on Sunday or whatever day we pick.
Yay.
I'm TarotStache. I've got a lot of good stuff. I've got readings with Jane the Seeker and Nancy Akron's Intuition on Monday. And then Hershey, the Shadow Reader, and I we're calling this My Gratitude Runneth Over readings on Monday.
Yay. Great name.
Yes. And then stay tuned for the Glimmer Globe. I know everyone's curious about what that is. So, but yeah, just like and subscribe because I've got a whole bunch of other stuff going on too. So it's cool. So it's like woohoo!
Yay!
But so as soon as we're finished, we're going to pick out the next time that we can do this. And oh, look, yeah,
mine's a dud.
Well, you have to sort of let it be seen.
How did I do that? I was putting my thumbs up.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's the
okay.
light.
Okay, good.
That's the fireworks. So, yeah. Anyhow,
I'm
Fun.
afraid my Mac is
Everyone's
so
like,
old.
where the hell's my
I'm
pizza?
afraid that my oops. No, it just he went to go get it. I'm afraid that my Mac is so old that if I tried to, it would just blow up and die. So
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
no, and if it
Well,
ain't broke.
You get
I
the
meant asparagus. I love asparagus.
I don't think I've gotten the mail yet. So, anyhow, thanks everybody. We will
Yeah,
see you
thanks.
all again soon. And do like and subscribe. That helps. After we're done, leave a comment. Refresh your screen after this is over and leave a comment. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.